This is the plaintiff, Jeannie Myers. She says the defendant, her landlord, came into her apartment whenever she felt like it, and she became quite uncomfortable. The woman claimed she could do whatever she wanted because she was the owner, and there was nothing she could do about it. If you ask her, this woman's nuts. Needless to say, she promptly moved out and wants her $1,163 in security returned. This is the defendant, Adele Schechter. She says the kooky plaintiff, her tenant, moved out under the cloak of darkness in the middle of the night, left her apartment in deplorable condition, and she has every right to withhold the woman's security. But the way the plaintiff left that apartment, she should be ashamed to ask for any money back. She's accused of doing what she wants, when she wants.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says her landlord would come into her apartment without notice and made it impossible. But the defendant says the plaintiff moved out without notice and the apartment was a mess, so she's keeping the security. It's the case of Mi Casa, Sue Casa.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, is it Jeannie or Jean?
Jeannie.
Jeannie. Jeannie Myers, you are suing Adele Schechter, your
Correct.
former landlord, for $1,163 in security deposit that you say she is wrongfully withholding. You, Ms. Schechter, are saying that you are entitled to it because of damages. We'll go over that. Go ahead and talk to me, Ms. Myers. You can stay seated. I understand you have an injury?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead.
Yeah, we told my security deposit. She would walk in my house without
When did you first start
my
renting
knowledge.
there?
And excuse me?
When did you first start renting there?
June 2009.
Okay, so you've been living there for a couple of years.
Yes.
All right, and as I understand it, you were on Section 8?
Yes.
So that means that the federal government helps to pay your rent.
Yes.
All right, so now, during the course of the time that you lived there for those 3 years, you were starting to describe something about the way she behaved.
Yes.
And what was that?
Well, her behavior.
Well, what was it? Why don't you let the rest of us know what it is?
Okay, she would come inside the house.
We weren't living with you. Okay.
Yeah, she would come inside the house without my knowledge.
How often would she walk in without your knowledge?
Plenty of times.
Who's the guy coaching you in there right
Maybe
here?
4 to 5, 6 times.
Who's
maybe.
that guy?
I'm a boyfriend.
Okay, were you living there?
No,
Yeah, you're not supposed to be, right?
no.
Right, okay, so why don't you stop and why don't you answer? What would you say to her about walking
She
in with...
I had a washing machine. She would go to do my closets.
You mean she would rummage through your closet?
Yeah, to see if the washing machine was there, which it was not there.
Was there ever a washing machine there?
At one time, yes.
It's either crazy behavior or it's not so much because she put in an unauthorized washing machine. You were checking to see if, in fact, she still had the unauthorized
I would
washing
ring the bell. Lots of times I asked her about the washing machine. I would hear it running, and she said she didn't have it. And I walked in, and the washing machine was standing right there in the kitchen, and I had 2 plumbers there prior that had to snake out the lines because the lint from the washing machine had clogged them. And she moved out with the washing machine that she never had.
Okay. All right. Now, what is it you say are the reasons why you can keep the security deposit? What are the damages?
There was a patch in the living room carpet of a different color of what she had inserted. The knobs in the...
A patch? Literally a patch?
I have it with me.
You have the patch?
Yes, I brought it.
I'll come get it for you.
I have no idea what she's talking about. That's impossible.
That was in the...
Okay, that's a first. Oh, not only was it patch, but that's like the patch they give you as a sample at the store. That's really funny, actually. How old was this carpet?
About 6 or 7 years old.
Do you have the original receipts for the carpet?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I never thought I would need it. It looks like there were burn marks there, too. It might have been a burn. I don't know.
I'm not
know.
willing to stake the farm that that's a burn. I just see a...
I don't know. And
Hold on, lady. It's not your turn.
okay.
Okay. So the rug. What else?
These faucets are metal faucets. How they got eaten away like this, I don't know.
Okay. Let me see that.
I have all the faucets in the bathroom that had to be replaced. I have the bills for it. I have...
Okay, but what could a tenant possibly do that would cause that?
Well, she had a washing machine and it
What does that have
wasn't
to do with the
hooked up
faucets in the bathroom?
properly, and they used lye maybe to force the lint and everything through. That's why I had
Let
the
me- let me
plumber
see
there
those.
twice.
Okay.
And I have his receipt.
Okay, will you hand, please, the plumbing fixtures to Douglas?
I just didn't want to put them, I put them in here so you don't have to handle them.
Okay, and let me see the receipts from the plumber and the receipts for the carpet. I'm not that delicate. Whoa, I should have been that delicate.
So who takes advantage more, landlords or tenants?
I think landlords,
What do you say?
because I think they think the security deposit's theirs and they just get to keep it for whatever reason they make up.
Okay, sir.
I would say tenants, just because you see more times where tenants don't follow through with their commitments, with their contract or leases more than landlords.
Fair enough. And you get the last word.
Landlords,
Why?
because I feel like they screw you over in a lot of ways.
You're a tenant, right?
Yes.
I just had a wild guess there. Going inside the courtroom.
Here's the labor bills, the replacements, and the canceled checks. These are all the bills. I have everything attached to one another. You want the pictures too?
Yeah, I want the pictures too.
These were the faucets that were eaten away.
She's lying.
After 43 years, I don't know what she did to those faucets. They had to be replaced.
Living room windows could not be moved. Bird seed and excrement from bird cages blocked the tracks.
I haven't
Are
had
you
them for a
allowed to
while.
have pets?
Birds, yes.
Is she allowed to have? Okay, but regardless of whether you can or cannot, she has pictures of you leaving all the excrement behind that she has to clean up.
That's not true. No.
Okay, well, I'm looking at excrement. I mean,
Maybe she put it in there. It's in the garbage.
maybe
something,
she
but
went to get bird excrement and put it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the refrigerator that was left a little dirty. That, that takes a few seconds to wipe up. Oh, here's that washing machine that you weren't using?
It was in storage. Where was it? It was in storage.
Okay. Tell me about the carpet.
That's what I would like to see. I have no idea.
Oh, can you show her that part of the carpet?
You bet.
No.
No, what?
I did not put that there. That's impossible. I did not do that.
What about the corroded bathroom fixtures?
I have no idea where she got them from.
Okay. Tell me about the plumbing backup when you did have the machine hooked up.
The plumb backup always came when she used her machine. Because it was
I'm sorry,
going
did you
through
have
one
a
pipe
machine hooked up that
and-
she didn't want you to hook up?
No, I did not.
Never ever?
No.
She kept checking for your use of the
For what?
machine, but there was never a use of a machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
May I see the plumber's receipts for whatever backup
Prior?
you say is
Okay.
responsible for the fixtures having to be removed? Cleared washing machine drain line of backup and clogged. Let me see your video.
Okay. Let me show the stove.
Who's heavy breathing there? Is that you?
must be you're the one holding the camera.
Okay, sink is clean, countertop's clean, stove is clean.
Still doesn't look that clean.
There's the refrigerator.
Pull back the stove again.
No.
It's clean.
Go all the way down.
There's the door.
All the way down. That's where the dirt is. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Oh.
Okay. This is the living room. The walls are all there.
The walls are all there. Yep. The walls are all there.
The rug. There's no
Where's the
stains
middle
on
of the
rug.
floor?
Okay.
She doesn't show the
Move
middle.
on.
It's not your invitation to speak.
This is the bathroom. The sink. It's just the way it is.
Your intentions are good, but your execution's miserable. In other words, what I'm saying is that in the video, you can't really see that anything's clean or not. In fact, some stuff isn't clean.
We don't have a light in this room, so you can't see it really. This room
We don't have a
is-
light in this room. It's not going to stop me from taping it in the dark. Is there more that's in the light or no?
No, that's
Okay, go
outside.
ahead and turn it off. Okay, let me point out a couple things that bother me. There is a receipt from the plumbers that you said would prove to me that she had a washing machine hooked up. And that I would see in the receipt that her washing machine backed up and caused such a thing as would entitle you to keep her money to order all new plumbing fixtures, which is really expensive. I saw that these were corroded, but these are, 40-year-old stuff. And I need to know that that was not just the passage of time, but in fact something she did wrong, like hooking up a washing machine. The receipt has your name on it, doesn't have the tenant's name, doesn't have the apartment. Then it says cleared washing machine drain line of backup and clog. The words of backup and clog seem to have been added, frankly, because they're not in the same handwriting. So I'm not sure that I'm 100% convinced that this plumbing bill needs to come off of her security deposit. I am concerned about the carpeting. I don't know how that would ever happen. You don't have a receipt for the old carpeting.
No,
Because you didn't keep it.
that was about
Okay,
6 years
so can
ago.
I see a receipt for new carpeting? With the understanding, of course, that you would never get the cost of new carpeting because what you would get would be the depreciated value of the old carpet.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't put down carpeting. I put down wood floor, and you have a receipt for
Why
the
would
wood
she have
floor.
to pay for new wood floors if what she ruined was old carpeting?
Well, the estimates that I got were more than the wood floor.
May
There
I
was-
see the estimates that you got?
And also the gas range was ruined. There are 5 big black patches where the enamel was chipped off.
I don't have a picture of the gas range. Do you have that?
I gave you all the pictures that I have.
Yana, can I say something?
Yes.
First of all, it's
Did you ever call her and ask for your security deposit back?
Yes, I did.
How'd that go?
I'm not giving you anything.
She gave you the finger.
Yes, and I have proof of that.
How do
From
you
the real
prove-
estate lady.
How do you have proof of that?
But from the real estate lady.
You have an
I don't-
affidavit from the real estate lady?
Yes, I do.
Can I see that? I think, you know what I think? I think life is going to be much better for both of you now that you don't have each other.
For me, definitely.
Right.
Believe that?
Okay, by the way, this doesn't say anything about the finger. Okay. Let's stop, folks, and let me explain a couple things. All right? You have a lot of pictures, that's very good. You have a lot of receipts, that's very good. I now have to decide how much of this is legitimately things she should have to pay for, and how much of it, based on what I'm looking at, doesn't feel to me are things that she has to pay for. I look at the carpet, I believe that she has to pay for that. But what does she have to pay? What she has to pay for by law is for the value of the item that she damaged. Not to give you a bonus, woohoo, I get free carpeting on the Section 8 girl. No, it's to put you in the position you were in before the bad thing happened. So if she trashes your place, then that you get recompensed for. But you do not get, what did you do right now? Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
No,
when
I
you can
was
tell
saying
I'm
that,
still going through the
some
math.
things that
You
I
can tell
trust-
I'm still going through the math in my head, right? So you want to shout out and be upset while I'm doing the math?
Sorry,
All right,
Anna.
good call. So what I have to do now is take that security deposit and figure out how much of it you have a right to. Let me tell you the things I think you have a right to and the things you don't. One we've already gone over is the carpeting. 2, that I'm not quite as convinced as you are on, is the plumbing. And the reason that I'm not convinced is this. All plumbing looks like this when you yank it out of the wall, okay? Especially 40-year-old plumbing. You say, I've got proof that she wrongfully had a washing machine in there, which I'm willing to buy, and that its backup caused all this corrosion. Well, you don't have that proof. You have a receipt that says that there was a washing machine backup, but it doesn't say whether it was in yours or in hers. And you have nowhere in any of these plumbing receipts does it say that that's somehow corroded because of lye. You know, there's where you're like just embellishing to get new fixtures paid for, which I'm not going to tolerate. All right. I do see that there's some less than stellar cleaning going on. All right. And that clearly you're entitled to some cleaning costs based on that. And then the last thing that I want to see is the gas range. So I need you to look at your pictures again. There we go.
Before Tenant moved in and what she left. And this was when she was still in the apartment that I saw that.
What say you about that?
About those black little things?
I guess I don't have to show you the picture. I guess you know what I'm talking about. You
Okay, it
dropping
came from-
stuff on the range.
But I did not drop anything on the range. Well, it was from the crack from her ceiling. It was wood and everything that came from her ceiling. It kept
Do you have a
falling,
picture of the
falling.
ceiling?
No, I don't.
You take all these videos and everything, and you don't have a picture of the ceiling?
I know.
This was where the damage was. The gas range was on the other side
Okay,
of
if
the
you want to
wall.
prove, stop. We're not going to keep going in circles. If you want to prove that the damage to the ceiling was over this, prove it. She's saying that it's on the other side.
I can't prove it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I find that you are entitled to be compensated for the depreciated value of a used range, the depreciated value of a used 6-year-old carpet, and for the physical labor you had to expend in order to clean up the place with the pictures that you've shown me regarding the pet debris as well as the refrigerator. I find that you are not entitled to keep money from her security deposit to pay for new plumbing fixtures. Therefore, I find that you are entitled to keep $600 of the security deposit, and I'm ordering you to return to the plaintiff $563, the remaining security deposit. Good luck, folks.
Well, here comes the defendant and the landlord out here with all the debris and stuff. Come on in here. So they get a little bit more than half of what they sued for. What's your feeling here?
I should have gotten everything that I'm entitled to.
Why?
Because she was a terrible tenant.
What are you walking in on her without her knowing that you're coming?
That's what she says. That's what she says.
All right, okay. Head right down around the corner, all right? All right, girls? All right, come on in here. There you go. All right, step right in. Come on. You satisfied with how this comes out now, or?
Yes.
Well, you two were really made for each other, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It was a nightmare from day one.
Yes, nightmare from day one, yes.
Well, why'd you move in then?
I didn't know it until the movers people told me
movers?
that, you were moving there? That lady's crazy. That's what he told me, and I didn't even know him from Adam.
All right, so you're better off without her, right?
Yeah.
Life is better now?
Yes.
Harvey?
Better.
You know, I got to tell you, it's so simple. Both landlords and tenants should document what a place looks like when you move in and when you move out. You do it with pictures, and that way both sides are protected, and the result in the end is fair. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.